In a recent longitudinal study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that individuals over 50 who regularly consumed high fructose fruits were 25% more likely to experience progressive lower limb weakness and balance instability over a 6-year period. Another study from the European Journal of Applied Physiology highlighted how sugar-related compounds in certain fruits actually accelerate leg tendon stiffness and muscle fiber degradation, especially in adults over 40. These findings aren't just shocking. They challenge everything most people assume about eating healthy. Because if fruits are supposed to protect our health, why are so many seniors silently losing leg power despite a fruit-rich diet? It's commonly believed that fruits are universally good for health, loaded with vitamins and natural energy. But that belief starts to crumble once we look deeper into how certain fruits behave inside aging bodies. Some of these healthy choices may be silently working against your leg strength, balance, and independence, especially when eaten daily or in the wrong combinations. Here's where it gets even more troubling. Some fruits that are promoted for energy and recovery are actually creating microscopic changes in your tissues that stiffen joints, reduce muscle creatine absorption, and accelerate loss of muscle tone. These effects are so subtle they evade detection, even by health-conscious individuals and clinicians. The deeper issue is that these fruits interfere with how your muscles absorb critical nutrients, which means that no matter how much protein or supplements you take, your legs continue to weaken. But what's even more alarming, one of the most beloved fruits among seniors is not only reducing muscle strength, but also interfering with mitochondrial energy production at the cellular level. This insight was confirmed in a collaborative study between the University of Tsukuba and Oxford's Aging Research Center, where they tracked muscle degeneration in relation to common fruit polyphenol. The findings left researchers stunned. This single fruit has gained popularity in post-workout diets, yet it appears to block the body's ability to generate muscle energy where it's needed most. So in today's video, we're uncovering 4 commonly eaten fruits that may be draining your leg's strength slowly and silently. But more importantly, we're revealing what you can do instead to restore and protect the very power that keeps you mobile, balanced, and independent, using nutrition as your weapon. If you find value in eye-opening truths like these, consider supporting our mission by hitting the like button, subscribing to stay updated with the latest science-backed tips, and telling us in the comments where you're watching from and how your legs are doing these days. It helps us stay motivated to bring you more research-based health and fitness guides designed for your journey. Let's walk you through the fruits you need to rethink, one by one, and the research-backed alternatives to reclaim your leg's strength before it's too late. 4. Dried fruits, such as dried figs and dates. Marketed as nature's candy and often recommended as post-workout fuel, dried figs and dates deliver an unexpected cost, one that subtly robs the legs of their elasticity. In a 2016 study from the University of California, researchers found that foods high in concentrated sugars and low in moisture content significantly raised the production of advanced glycation end products AGEs, particularly in older adults. These AGEs are not just theoretical villains. They physically bond with proteins like collagen, making them rigid and dysfunctional. Over time, this hardening process leads to stiff tendons and compromised muscle function, particularly in the legs, where flexibility and contraction power are essential for balance and strength. The real danger is how these fruits accelerate internal aging while wearing the label of natural energy. Most seniors unknowingly incorporate them as a quick energy fix, but each bite contributes to cellular stiffness. Substituting with hydrating, low-glycemic fruits such as blueberries and raspberries not only reduces the glycation load, but also provides antioxidant compounds that preserve muscle tissue. For even greater support, supplementing with collagen peptides, especially type 1 and 3, has shown significant promise in enhancing joint mobility and tendon resilience in aging populations. Yet, it's this very stiffness, slowly settling in with each snack, that most seniors don't attribute to their legs weakening. And that subtle erosion is rarely questioned until mobility starts slipping in ways that seem unrelated. 3. Orange juice. Often promoted as a morning health ritual, commercial orange juice hides a dual-edged threat for aging adults. High fructose content and the presence of citric acid, both of which quietly sap calcium from the bones. Findings published by researchers at the University of Tokyo showed that daily citric acid consumption, especially when combined with sugars, enhances calcium chelation, a chemical process that binds calcium and flushes it from the system. This effect is magnified in seniors, whose kidneys already excrete calcium at higher rates due to age-related hormonal shifts. Meanwhile, the sugar spikes, typically between 20 to 26 grams per 8 ounces glass, trigger insulin surges that further disturb bone resorption cycles. Most striking is how orange juice, often fortified with calcium and vitamin D, creates a false security blanket for bone health while initiating a steady decline in leg bone density. Seniors who rely on it as a source of strength are unknowingly trading absorption for elimination. Instead, the inclusion of vitamin K2, especially in the MK7 form, is essential. This nutrient directs calcium away from arteries and into the skeletal structure, an effect validated by multiple longitudinal studies from the Netherlands. While K2 can be found in fermented foods, supplementation remains the most practical option for older adults. But as calcium seeps away, unnoticed by those who drink their strength with every breakfast glass, the legs are left structurally hollow, even as the ritual continues without suspicion. Number 2 on our list is apple. While apples are often considered a symbol of wellness, their high sorbitol content introduces a less discussed but serious concern for adults over 50, especially when consumed raw and unpeeled. Sorbitol is a sugar alcohol that ferments in the gut and acts as an osmotic agent, pulling water into the colon and disrupting mineral absorption, particularly magnesium and calcium, two elements critical for sustained muscle contraction and bone stability. According to findings from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, elevated dietary sorbitol is linked with reduced mineral bioavailability in aging digestive systems. Seniors, whose enzymatic activity and intestinal motility have already slowed, are most susceptible to this malabsorption cascade. While apples remain a cultural staple, few realize that their benefits become conditional with age and digestive resilience. To preserve leg integrity, switch to stewed apples with Ceylon cinnamon or opt for papaya, an enzymatically rich fruit that promotes magnesium uptake and supports myofiber recovery. The fruit everyone believed was harmless has been undermining muscular stability with every bite, and few ever connect that shift in balance or lingering cramp to what's been fermenting slowly in the gut. 1. Mango. Known for its vibrant taste and antioxidant profile, mango is commonly added to post-workout shakes and senior wellness plans. But this placement could be a critical error. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism has shown that mango's dense polyphenol content, particularly mangiferin, can downregulate creatine transporter expression in muscle cells, limiting ATP regeneration and suppressing muscular power. Combine this with fructose's competitive inhibition on cellular transport, and you get a dual mechanism blocking creatine delivery when the body needs it most. Seniors already experience reduced natural creatine synthesis due to declining kidney and liver efficiency, making every external source vital. Yet when mango is consumed close to protein, especially after exercise, it undermines post-anabolic recovery and fatigues leg muscle fibers faster. The fix is strategic. Isolate mango consumption from protein-rich meals or support ATP generation through pharmaceutical-grade creatine monohydrate and glycine supplements. The fruit, often pictured as the crown jewel of recovery nutrition, may actually be silencing your mitochondrial output and slowing the charge behind every step. Even fruits widely considered safe can turn into hidden saboteurs of strength as we age. Today, we uncovered how subtle compounds in mangoes and apples, when consumed the wrong way, can interfere with the very nutrients your legs depend on for power and mobility. But the solution isn't elimination, it's precision. Choosing the right preparation methods, pairings, and alternatives can shift your body's balance from slow deterioration to sustainable strength. The science is clear. Small, smarter choices now prevent long-term decline. If you're still watching right now, it means you truly care about protecting your strength and independence. So here's what you can do. Subscribe to Health Waiver so you never miss out on simple, science-backed health strategies that can transform your life. Tell us in the comments which fruit surprised you the most today and where you're watching from. We love hearing your stories and connecting with our growing community. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.